Wow, Mike. Way to open me up. Jesus Christ. Good morning, everyone. It's clearly earlier than we're usually here. But we're back with Teenage from Outer Space, a monthly series of the art house story and system that we super love. We're over a year-long campaign of this, of our shenanigans and all that stuff. Yeah, we'll just go around and see all the lovely people today. And let's start off with Lindy. Good morning, Lindy.
Good morning. I am streaming live from my in-laws' house at 8:15 in the morning, hoping that my shenanigans do not wake them. So we'll see what happens, but I will be playing Correlia, the tentacle-haired teenage alien gal who's got some awesome pals and isn't really great at theater, but is here nonetheless.
It's the effort that counts.
Yes.
Cool. And let's go over to Greg. Good morning, Greg.
Hey, good morning, Kiana. I'm Greg. Today I'm running the technical side of Teenagers from Outer Space while Lindy visits. So any problems, they're mine. Please let me know about them, chat. If something sounds weird, just throw it up and I'll attempt to sort of fix it. I'm playing CC today. He's all about the theater. Back to you, Kiana.
For once, we'll get to use the drama skill.
That's right.
Actual drama. Oh, God. Let's go over to Emma. Good morning, Emma.
Good morning. I woke up 34 minutes ago. I'm not a morning person. Usually I'm up a lot longer before I do teenagers, but I'm still super happy to be here. And I'm happy to have this huge mug. And this is my cat hoodie, but for the purposes of drama, it is now also John Smith's cat hoodie. There's a pocket in it. You put a kitty inside.
It goes into this knockoff TARDIS.
Yeah, it goes into the whole thing itself is its own little TARDIS that becomes it. Like there's a way to get to Kitty Tokyo there. It's
in Neo Yokio, yeah.
Yes. But yes, I'm super happy to be here. Whether we're doing cats or not, John Smith is going to be performing cats tonight. Thank you.
Yep. All right. And let's go over to Travis. Good morning, Travis.
Oh, good morning, Kiana. Oh, goodness. There's the duct tape on the back of my shirt is backwards, so I'm stuck to my chair. Hi, I'm producer Trav. I'm here. Someone stole my beard, my literal beard, not my wife, who is asleep upstairs because that's what you do at 8 o'clock on a fucking Saturday. But instead, we're here playing Teenagers from Outer Space. Today's episode is brought to you by the Coffee Council, encouraging you to drink coffee at every meal. Remember, coffee, because the Black Lodge isn't going to visit itself. I'm playing Derek, the sensitive spaceman, who role, of course, originated by David Love in the 1959 sci-fi masterpiece Teenagers from Outer Space, which is in the public domain and available to watch for free on archive.org, so you can remix it into your rap albums if you were so inclined. So without getting sued by anybody who's dead. So let's get it on. Time for some NAM flashbacks of drama class. So let's do it.
Oh boy. And yeah, I'm Kiana. I am your GM, your referee today. I play everything else that's in this game, including all of our callback characters and new ones who will show up. Chat, I may be asking you for help on some things, as I always do, because it's a lot of fun. But I mean, I don't think Christmas is over. It's time for the school play, which is a very strange time to have a school play. But we never talk about the rationale. It's just this. So, we open up on another normal day of Aces High. Well, I say as normal as can be in a high school full of aliens. And everyone, as you enter school or get out of your closet that you stay in while you live at the school, have seen that everyone is crowded around one of the, bulletin boards. because that's what happens when things get put up there. You see a lot of murmuring. And if you kind of peer over the crowd of people, you see a little one of those like sign-ups or whatever, sign-up sheets for Romeo and Juliet. Because what high school would not do Romeo and Juliet as one of their plays? It's a classic. Yeah. And you can already see there are some names up on there. There's some names you don't recognize, but one you do recognize would be Blake, a resident cool kid. I say in quotation marks. Wannabe cool kid. Yeah, you also see that if you participate in the school play, you would be able to get some volunteer hours, which is a little necessary for your graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So, the four of you have managed, as you want to do, managed to meet up here by accident. As you watch people start to sign up onto this school play. What do y'all do?
Oh, hey guys.
Morning, Correlia. It's very early. Why is everybody standing over there? Are they giving away hall passes?
No, they don't just give those away, Derek. Pretty sure it's the school play signups, for volunteer hours and stuff.
School play like basketball or
No, like theater.
theater?
Yeah.
Is that like when Grandpa watches the PBS thing where they all stand there and sing at each other loudly and people clap?
Yes. I think.
We watched something called Barefoot in the Park live at Lincoln Center. They stood on a ladder for a long time.
Okay.
I didn't understand it.
Yeah, that's fine. Usually, people get like a script, lines, then you act them out on the play, on the stage, and then you wear costumes and stuff. It's it's whatever. Are you gonna sign up?
I'm obligated to participate in every activity at this school under punishment of death, which I understand is not enforced, but it is self-enforced by myself.
Okay, maybe you should take a break once in a while too. Just you don't have to. Aren't some things at the same time?
John helps me with that. He's got like a thing that turns that has something to do with time, and that lets me go to both fourth periods.
Okay. I was wondering about that. Okay, all right. Things make a lot more sense now.
It's every other Wednesday.
I guess if you're gonna sign up, I'll sign up too.
I sign up for everything. Let's go over there.
Okay.
One side. Starts kind of gently.
Yeah, you kind of have to shove through the crowds of first years, ninth graders.
John's at the front. Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, hey John.
I've been here since yesterday.
Wow. You're really excited about the school play, huh?
I'm more excited about the volunteer hours. Technically, I have over 6,000 years worth of community service hours because everything I do for the earth is
community. Yeah.
But I mean, waste not, want not. You never know what a college admissions officer might want.
It's very true. Fickle beasts.
Yes, it's true. It's I have personal differences with William Shakespeare, but that doesn't get in the way of me performing his work, if possible.
Cool. I'm pretty sure he's dead by now, so just don't tell him.
I suppose technically that's true for you right now. He's dead right now for you.
Yeah.
Right. Not in his timeline, though.
No,
Right, John?
no, he's quite alive and he's a fucking dick. That's all I'm saying. He's a
Okay.
bit of a dick. Takes credit for all these literary things, all these sayings. Everybody's like, "Oh, Shakespeare, you do amazing things, and it's super fun." It's not all him. Is all I'm saying. It's not all him.
All right. I made my mark. I made my mark on the wall.
Yes. What are the sign-up options? Is it like auditions?
So
Oh
I'm
God,
kinda-
pre-audition.
I'm kind of pulling from my own high school experiences where you're guaranteed to be part of the play in some part.
Oh, but you get assigned a role.
Yeah. Because that's always fun. Yeah, so that's what it is. And it's whether you want to be on stage or in stage crew. Again, I'm just pulling from my own high school experience of school plays here.
You didn't have a Thunderdome Hunger Games like aspect to your school musicals
Yeah.
where it extends into the
our-
cafeteria.
Our drama program was very small at a very academic school.
CC appears at the end of the hallway in absolute full sprint, like Olympic 50. He is running, he is sliding, he's using his ice to kind of walk up the wall for a second. Now remember, he can fly, so he's forgotten that again, but he's running inside. And as he gets to the area, he actually creates like an ice half pipe to come to rest in front of the area to sign up. And he quickly signs up, and then he puts in parentheses after his two initials CC, Mercutio. He turns around.
I think there's a ninth grader that looks at you and it's just like, you can do that?
You can't.
Oh.
Hey, Cece.
Hey, what's going on?
We just all signed up for the school play.
Yeah, I did too, just to, join. And yeah, whatever,
You want to join this thing? You want to be a part of this activity?
I just want to hang out with you guys a little bit. I'm not, I mean, I could give or take it.
We got here pretty fast, though. You seem to be kind of running full. I'm not sure I've ever seen you move that fast since they were giving away free weed behind the field house.
Are they doing that again?
Well, I don't know. You'd know better than I would. I'm just saying, you seem to really care about, or at least be into this play thing. I had to sign up because I have to sign up for everything, or else I have to kill myself in the parking lot. But
You don't have to do. Please don't do that.
Not necessary. Please don't.
they say I don't have to. But
Don't.
What's a Mercutio? I'm gonna try out for Romeo.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be Alpha Romeo, the Chief Romeo.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything. I read that on the back of a cigarette box one time, and I thought that I'd just sign that up after. In the morning when you're sitting at the breakfast table and you're having your morning cigarette, and you read the back of the cigarette box they usually have like Chutes and Ladders variants on there, and maybe a sports figure.
Sure. Still, I mean, Mercutio is Derek, Romeo is a pretty big role. You're playing like a 14-year-old boy, but Mercutio, that's like principal, like you're still principal cast there. Yeah, some extra tryouts as Mercutio.
Huh? What? Really? I didn't know that. A principal character? I don't care. Can we change the subject?
Sure, that's fine. That's totally fine.
I would love to play a 14-year-old, as that period of my life was spent in Death Squad training, and I didn't really get to run or play or do anything other than practice snapping necks and clearing foreign planets for a grazing land for our Gargan herds, which of course means wiping out intelligent life. So to play, you're saying play, to
Yes.
act, to portray
Yes.
the role of a carefree, joyful 14-year-old with nothing but love in his heart. That sounds like a fun jape.
Yeah, that's not. I hate to break it to him, you guys. Should I break it to him?
I don't know the story, so.
Oh, it's about two 14-year-olds who want to fuck, and they're told that they can't, and so they kill themselves.
Oh. Cool.
Oh,
There's
they
a
wanted to,
there's a turmoil behind Cece's glasses that there's just like maybe a wisp of smoke comes out of one, but he says nothing.
I mean, that sounds over dramatic, but that also sounds like some 14-year-olds I know. So.
Yeah, it's pretty typical. Everybody goes crazy over it now. Honestly, it was derivative then, it's derivative now. But that's just me. I'm gonna sign up for Magical Mr. Mistopheles.
I just put on stage rather than stagehand.
Or
So.
stage manager. I would do that too.
You're saying that I'm remembering something. We were Blake and I were showering after gym class. We dressed out for PE, and then we were in the showers, and he told me that I was hung like a 14-year-old, which I didn't think was legal to actually kill people under 18. I don't think the death penalty applies to them.
No, it doesn't, Derek.
Okay.
That's not what he meant.
Well, Blake doesn't make a lot of sense, so
I'm gonna pull out of my pocket a dictionary of medical slang and just give it to you.
excellent. I'll put this on.
Should memorize all those.
Along
True
with
story.
your
That's how I knew
notes
all
about
curse
sex
words when
ed.
I was not.
You've got all your reading to do.
Oh
I have
boy.
so much homework from every class.
Oh dear. Okay.
Get out of your face.
This is fine. No, it's ridiculous. I love it. We haven't even gotten into auditions yet, which, well, unless there's any neater thing to do, we're gonna hard shift
Let's
over
go to the theater.
to auditions. So Aces High is not super well known for its theater program per se. But as you enter into the black box of a classroom for the auditions, you do see Blake. And he looked perfectly at home. And actually seemed to be chatting with the drama teacher. The drama teacher is dressed in all black, and has a pair of glasses that are just kind of right at the tip of his nose. He has short but slicked back hair that he kind of keeps running his hands through, as if trying to, but still standing up very almost as he's constantly on an angle. There's no such thing as standing straight for this man. It's always that perfect, I'm talking to the character but also the audience at the same time position. And so this drama teacher, which I'm realizing I don't have a name for, could look at me go. I'm so prepared for these games. Hey chat, give me a name for this drama teacher. Help me out.
So Blake is nearby.
Blake is talking to the drama teacher.
Okay. I don't care about that. I just sort of like raise my voice over my shoulder and be like, "Hey Blake, I can't be hung like a 14-year-old because they're not eligible for the death penalty. I'll be tried as an adult.
Blaze just looks at you with his flip up lens glasses.
Uh-huh.
If we can all recall, he wears those sunglasses that have the
And they're like the rose tinted ones too.
yeah, the rose tinted flip up lens.
Oh, those are the worst.
And his faux leather jacket. And he just looks over to you and just kind of gives a before flipping the lens down and turning back to talk to the sorry, looking at the chat suggestions. Sure, we'll go with Wilbur Groff. That's his name.
That's pretty great, actually.
So Mr. Groff is does like occasional looks over to see, who has entered. And you can already see, even before the auditions, like that he's mentally like taking it, like
mentally casting people.
Yeah. You can already tell. And on the side table, there's like a bunch of packages. You assume with scripts and the such.
Hey, Cece, are we supposed to go over to the scripts?
Yeah, you can pick one up. It tells you what to say. Cece does not get one.
Oh yeah. This is the photo play here. This is the bill of fare.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it. I think maybe something like that.
You don't want to go over it and see what Mercutio does.
Mercutio.
No.
She does
something like that. Closer, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's how it said. What? No, I don't need one.
All right, well, let me peruse it here.
John gets one and he asks Wilbur, is this folio or quarto? What edition are you using?
Mr. Groff like looks over and raises the brow and says, does it really matter?
Yes, it does. So some are better than others, but seriously, yes. There's a lot of there's substantial difference.
The best version is the one that I choose.
Oh. And then John walks away. And he starts scanning the theater teacher with his sonic screwdriver.
Are you hiding this at all, or are you just doing this?
No, John thinks that the drama teacher is some sort of asshole alien and that he's going to have to protect the Earth. So he's just doing it.
Okay. I kind of want to roll for this to see what readings you get.
Okay. Cool. Where did it go? Oh, there's so many tabs. I used Jim Davis's computer for this, and he cleaned out his tabs yesterday, so it's only down to 53.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He's a tab. All right. I'm going to do... I get my sonic generation power.
Yes, you do.
Can I make a smarts roll?
Sure.
To sort of figure out what's going on. Okay. And then I'll use my physics knowledge to figure it out.
Okay.
Right, so 8, 9, plus 10. Okay. 19.
Jesus. You're getting high levels of pretentiousness. Getting high levels of what's the word? Words are sorry?
Demagoguery.
Yeah. High levels of
insecurity.
Yep.
Inferiority.
Yeah. And like you can put together a profile that this guy, that Mr. Groff, yeah, jealous and regret. Mr. Groff used to, he wanted to be an actor, but he never made it, and ended up at Aces High as a high school teacher. He one of the types that considers himself an artiste, and is a little resentful that he's here.
Is he human?
He is in fact human.
Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst case scenario. I'm gonna go up to everybody and say, you guys, he's a huge dick. He's a huge drama dick.
How do you know? Oh,
Not like Blake. Like in his personality leaves a lot to be desired as a person to work with or teach you.
it's a good thing this is extracurricular.
I suppose.
I mean,
Is it though? Is anything really extracurricular? Doesn't it all really matter in your life as it goes?
Are you sure? Because Mr. Groff held me after school for like an hour and a half telling me how awesome my abs are and how much talent I have and what a bright future I have and how badly he wanted to see me in this, go out for the play and all this. He kind of, as Grandpa would say, he kind of buttered me up. Not literally. I didn't have any butter on my body, but is that normal? Does he do that to everyone or?
No, he does that to the favorites. But no, it's all right here in the reading. This man has a life of pain and missed opportunity. And I went down to the microfiche and I found this, and it's a New York Times review of the one play he was in that got a review, and he gets just one sentence that was like, what's his last name?
Groff.
Yeah, it's just like Groff was adequate. That's all it says.
It says he was Groff. It says he was Groffle.
It was Groffle. He was completely Groffle.
well, maybe
It was the Post, right?
It was the Post.
we
It
do.
was off Broadway, like 2-person jam, like one of those things in the early 2000s where you go into a house and it's like that's the character's house, and you.
Right. Maybe if we do like a really good job on this play, you won't regret becoming a high school teacher as much.
CC comes up and he's behind all of you somehow. And he simply says, almost like a general would, just give him what he wants. Give him what he wants whenever we're practicing. But when we're up there, and he indicates the boards, he indicates the stage. Whenever you're up there, he can't stop us from doing whatever the fuck we want.
Note taken.
John hugs CC. And I've always admired your propensity for chaos. It never occurred to me.
I meant to portray the character in whatever way you saw fit and not whatever way Groff saw fit, but sure, chaos for chaos' sake.
My superior officer in death squad training used to say that once we get out there, we can do whatever the fuck we want. But he was talking about the genocide of millions of intelligent beings, not what this seems to be, which is some sort of art piece.
A bad enough production of Romeo and Juliet can do the same thing.
So this could be potentially lethal, the proceeding.
Yeah, it'll be
Correlia, John says, yeah.
the worst
And
3.5 hours of anybody's life. It absolutely can be. I've been there.
And John knows the author.
You're so right.
But what role are you are you attempting to procure in the proceedings, Correlia?
I don't know. I just signed up for not stagehand.
Oh, what character is that? Is that Romeo's friend? Not stagehand?
No, I mean, there's like stagehands and then like on the stage. So I signed up for on stage. So, like an actual role. I don't know, maybe I'll be like Duchess number 2 or something. I don't know. I haven't flipped through the script yet.
Oh, right. I need to look at
Yeah.
see what actually occurs in this art piece here. Says here they love each other. That's nice. That's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Love is. I was looking at the Wikipedia on love. It's a very interesting human concept.
Excuse me, the what?
The Wikipedia.
Oh, yes. Okay, yep.
There's one on everything.
Yeah.
Grandpa was having me look up the ingredients in Weetabix on the Wikipedia. And then they drink something here in the end. Oh my God!
Hold on. Just turn this page. Oh, yeah, they die. Cool.
They die at the end. They
I don't think it's a happy play. I think it's a tragedy, or supposed to be, at least.
They make a suicide pact at the end. I love suicide pacts. I know exactly how they work.
I
Have you
wouldn't
made a
say
suicide
exactly.
pact before, Derek? You're
You're
muted.
muted.
I'm sorry. I was
Your
so
voice
excited.
is
I
already
missed-
dead.
I'm just gonna clear my throat. I got so excited about the end of this of the drama. What did you say?
Have you made a suicide pact before, Derek?
Not on Earth. Not on Earth. We all had to. I have kind of an unspoken suicide pact with this institution. That if I get anything less than a 3.0 grade average or a 4.0 grade average, well, I'm just supposed to set myself on fire in the parking lot. Now that is not
So?
enforced by any government
Okay.
body or galactic agency, and I am no longer, obviously, I shook free of the shackles of my home planet.
Yes.
So I don't technically have to set myself on fire in the parking lot, but it's a goal I've set for myself to push myself to the very peak of my abilities under punishment of death.
Okay. Don't set yourself on fire.
Well, I had to hide all the matches from Grandpa anyway, so I don't know how I would do it. But I'm really excited about this particular play because two people who fall in love and then mutually destroy themselves. The recipe for marvelous storytelling, I think.
Great. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna review this. So, I know what to say and stuff.
Yeah. So after a few minutes, Mr. Goff suddenly does like the clap, because of course he does. And he looks to all of you and notes who has the script and kind of looks over at CC. And not a quizzical look, because considering CC's specialty is in drama, I think there's some level of knowledge.
Yeah, CC's over there like red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow. And just back.
Yeah. And I think Mr. Groff sort of knows this in terms of like, it's not a secret from him per se. And says, well, if we could all line up, just pick a line from a part that you're interested in and go up there and try it, and we'll see how that goes. Who goes first? Out of the four of you.
I will attempt the I will step in front of this particular freight train spaceship here. I will attempt. Well, this is an audition. Is that the term you used? Like a test.
Yes. See,
Like a test.
See which role you're most suited for.
Like a test, like a tryout, like an
Yes,
exam.
yes.
Is there a feat of strength involved?
No, not particularly.
Do I have to sneak up on any unsuspecting?
Just
Bless you.
read a line, please.
A line. Okay. All right. Stand by. I had a really good one. Hold on. Oh, wait. Yes. Derek produces a hold on. Damn it. Hold on. I had it. Yes. Derek, are we on the stage? We're just trying to start.
It's a black box room.
We're
So
in a black box room. Oh,
yeah, so
God,
it's just
my heart is racing. All right, here we go. Derek nervously steps out onto the stage, produces his data pad, and goes to Wikipedia. Derek, the Sensitive Spaceman. I'm with CAA. She should have died thereafter. There would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow.
and we're done. Thank you.
Was that? Oh, okay. I didn't get to talk about the
And
creeps and the petty
next.
pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. Did you know? You didn't want to hear that part? Okay.
That was enough. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Who goes next?
Correlia will go next. I think she's got like a place bookmarked, but then she drops it. It's like, oh shit. And then picks it up and just opens it up and is like, Romeo, oh Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?
And that's all right. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
I'll stand up.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm going to be trying out for well, I understand that magical Mr. Mistopheles is off the table currently. If you would consider putting that in Romeo and Juliet, and he just does a flourish and jumps up in the air and there's sparkles fucking everywhere.
It's all over the black.
And then the full 1981 London cast of Cats comes into the room. And they're all singing the chorus, magical Mr. Mistopheles. And he's just dancing around doing magic shit for about 20 seconds. And then they vanish in a puff of time smoke.
Correlia, what the hell is going on?
I don't know, man, cats.
I've got the focusing disintegrator ray. Should I
No,
address?
no, it's John. It's fine.
I'm trying out for my chance to die. It's my chance to die. But
I've been
if
doing
you
that my
want-
whole life.
Does that suffice as my audition?
Yes.
All right. If not, I could play the friar too. I've done that before. I was an actual friar for 350 years.
And then I think our camera cuts to Cece.
Cece steps out of the room where he has somehow changed into his most flowery Shakespearean outfit. He takes to the center of the stage. Looks out at everyone, even though it's a black box, as you said, and Greg can't get his head around the fact that it's not a stage. No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor as wide as a church door, but 'tis enough, 'twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow. You will find a grave man. I am peppered, I warrant, for this world. Plague on both of your houses. Zounds, a rat, a dog, a mouse, a cat to scratch a man to death. A braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
Once once Mr. Groff doesn't cut that off and just kind of looks a little surprised. But it actually goes down to his notepad and like write something down. The rest of the audition passed pretty quickly, with most of them only getting a few words in before Mr. Goff is like, cool, we're done. And with all of the people there finished their parts.
Wonder how long it'll be till we find out if we got the parts.
You just see Mr. Goff finish writing something and then just puts it on the whiteboard.
Oh shit, I guess it's here.
Maybe John bent time.
Cece vomits.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, Cece threw up again. Hey, can we get some sawdust and some of that pink stuff?
Oh yeah, some of that wood chip stuff from camp.
I take a stage manager pack out of my pocket and I give CC a Ricola, because you have to have those in the stage manager's box. And then I get some of the sawdust stuff. All right. Do it. I already know I'm gonna be. You don't give a shit about cats.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Oh, and y'all like to check what you got?
So what happens now? What
we
do we do?
We go check to see who everybody's cast as.
Someone go, I can't do it.
Okay, I'll go look for you, Cece. I go read the board.
Okay. So you notice right before you check the thing that Correlia, you're like one out of like maybe 3 girls who are here.
The proportion of at Aces High is just real skewed.
I mean, that's where it's at, I guess. How it is. And so you read through and you go, oh well, so John got the part of the friar.
Okay.
And then with a bunch, and you can see like even his name is covered in glitter somehow. You look and
hey John, you're the friar.
Tweet.
Cool.
He shakes his head.
You find your name.
Oh.
And you are playing Juliet.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
And just in between this moment, can Derek walk up to CC and just like put his hands on his shoulders?
Yeah, of course.
CC, that was astonishing. Where you went, you took me there. I was blown away.
It sucked, man. It sucked. It was weak.
No.
I dropped the line.
No.
I'm done. I made worms meat of myself.
You disappeared into the character. You have it in your blood. You've got to, you know, I can tell you've trod the boards. You blossomed up there.
I don't have it in my blood. I have shit in my blood. I'm like, oh, negative shit.
Come here. I want to hold you in my
He
arms.
falls into his arms and begins weeping into his neck.
I'm like rubbing your shoulder blades. It's okay. This artist's life is not for everyone, but you have it. You have it. Believe in yourself and your abilities.
I can't. That's not the artist way.
Cece's having a moment.
Too fucking real. Curly, you find Cece's name.
Oh, okay.
And next to it, you see Mercutio.
Hey, Cece, you got Maraschino, Mercutio?
Which is it? Which is it?
Mercutio?
Spell it.
Okay, M-E-R. She'll spell it.
Okay. And then just stumbles off.
Okay.
Humans are so complicated. He should be thrilled, and yet he's completely devastated.
Well, he's not human.
Oh, okay, that's it.
It's all fine. It makes sense.
From the back of the area. Remember, I can fly and you can use mind stuff? We always forget until about halfway through an episode.
I preserve the sanctity of the human mind, CC, and that's why I rarely use my telepathy. It's a silent pact I have to take it with the human race, but I do, and I appreciate that. And you're a superstar. Am I on there? Is my name on the?
I'm looking. I think I'm only halfway through.
It's okay if it's not. I mean, I had fun, you know,
You go
just to be
through,
an audition was.
and you find Derek's and Blake's name right next to each other. Derek is put down as Benvolio, and Blake is put down as Romeo.
You're this Benvolio guy?
Ben what?
Benvolio?
What the hell's a Benvolio?
I don't look in the script. And oh no. And I slip through and I get to a scene, I'm like, oh no. Nothing. And I
who's playing Alpha Romeo, Chief of the Romeos?
Blake.
Derek turns maraschino cherry red, the same red as his jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Puts the back of his hand on the back of the focusing disintegrator ray, like the man with no name. He would sort of, you know, kind of just rest his palm on the back of the focusing disintegrator ray, and just kind of, I have to use the restroom, and walks out of the room.
Okay. And after he walks out, I come over to John, who's the only one of my friends left in this room, and I'm like, don't let him know that Romeo and Juliet kiss. Just don't tell him. Just don't.
No, I mean, I did already tell him that they do want to fuck.
Yeah.
No, I did tell him that part.
It's true.
I'm back. I'm feeling better now.
I'm gonna say, wait, I can't say it right now because there's somebody downstairs. I'm gonna say it later. Never mind. You okay,
Ben
Derek?
what? Ben Trolio? Ben freaking Ben Vereen? Ben
Benvolio?
Ben Kenobi? Who am I?
Benvolio?
Ben Volio? Old Ben?
I don't know if he's old.
Hold on. Hang on a second.
I'll look it up. Yeah.
By the way, is Blake in the room?
Yes, he is.
By the way, Correlia, that was really fun the other night when you came over to Grandpa's house.
Yeah.
Played the Atari 2600. You're awfully good at tonsil hockey. You should go pro. Benvolio.
Yep.
I don't see him. I don't think
Yeah.
There, he's a fairly.
It's a shame your grandpa was at bingo night, though. I kind of wanted to beat him. Not gonna lie.
he loves bingo night. I mean, he loves it. And that small bus comes up and picks him up, and he loves to ride on it. And anyway, that son of a bitch.
Well, yeah, it was Romeo's cousin, if I believe. And he tries to keep Romeo and Juliet from fucking killing themselves, and he fails badly.
Well, I'm on the Wikipedia for it right now, so I'll. So it rolls over on Derek like this character has to keep them from destroying themselves. I'm sorry, what?
The voice of reason, in some
The
sense?
voice of. There is no voice of reason in the universe. Don't you understand me? Don't you understand that we are all hurtling in the cosmic void towards total destruction, and this guy gets to be part of the suicide pact with the. I'm gonna try some of this CBD oil that Grandpa says I should try. Berry flavor.
Blake's over here. I'm gonna say, hey, Blake, who's hung like 14-year-old now? It's you. It's you, Blake. You are. High five.
Oh God, that tastes awful.
And this is just after. Please remember that several episodes ago, y'all made a rumor go around about the size of his dick.
Not Blake had a big dick.
A rumor.
Spread like
Listen.
A
wildfire.
very convincing rumor.
It's because Cece started it.
Right, but here's the thing about a rumor. It can be dispelled real easy.
Yep.
So,
Oh boy.
Cece hears all this, the Benvolio chatter from the back of the room where he's composing himself and preparing to re-engage his thespian. And he's going to saddle up beside Blake.
Okay.
So, you want to be Romeo?
He kind of looks to you. CC is just like a questioning. I mean, it's a big part and all, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely tell he's trying to play it cool.
Sure, yeah. Do you happen to? I don't know if you know this, but do you know that you split your time exchanging lines pretty equally between the friar, Mercutio, and then Juliet? Do you know how bad I can fuck you up on stage before you even get to Juliet?
Excuse me?
I mean, fuck you up. Like, I'll give you the wrong in line. I will drop something. I'll skip whole section and then go back. I got this shit on lockdown, man. You're going to be reading from a script up until opening night, and then I'm going to flip the script.
I need a roll for this.
Well, it's drama. It's also fucking cool. And...
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Right, we have a drama rating. This is going to be amazing. That's in our stat block.
Right, so that would be 13, 14.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a threat either. I fully intend to do it. I will stare blankly at you when it is not your turn. Everyone in the audience will think, how did Romeo fuck up so bad?
Blake certainly turned a shade of pale at that. As he looks over to Mr. Groff, who is busy talking to a bunch of freshmen who are very confused about what their parts are. What do you want, Cece?
What do I want? World peace. What do I really, really want? The Spice Girls to get back together. What do I want right now? I want you to give up Romeo, become Benvolio, and let my friend be Romeo so he can have his suicide pact.
I think definitely looks over to Derek. And definitely kind of does a narrowed eyes. Well, I hope he's up for trying to meet Mr. Groff's standards.
Oh, don't worry about that.
And he kind of turns and dramatically to go and talk to Mr. Groff. And you don't hear the conversation, you see it, and it's definitely like a you definitely see Mr. Groff go, what, excuse me? Like, what? You're throwing away this part? Yada, yada, yada. You want to put that guy? And Blake is half-heartedly trying his best to convince Mr. Groff. But eventually Mr. Groff throws up his hands and goes into the sheet and changes it.
CC will saddle up beside Derek. Hey, looks like Blake got pool dick. Looks like you're up, man.
pool deck.
Yep.
What does that mean? Wait, what are you saying, that they changed the
I don't know. I didn't have anything to do with it. It's not like I made or manipulated or had all this happen, but it looks like something has changed.
well, good, because
Unlike 14-year-old
Up top.
kitty paw.
It's good. I'm glad you didn't, do anything, CC, because I want you to know that that's completely unnecessary. I don't want anybody to fight my battles for me. I murder my own citizenry. I stage my own night raids on orphanages, and I just take what I get. Whatever life deals to me. That's what I put in the crosshairs of the focusing disintegrator ray. So Ben Frolio, Ben Bunwalla, whoever I'm playing, that sounds.
You're Romeo now,
right.
man. Listen, that's just the way the theater works. I would never presume to manipulate or change anything that's happened, and I have your back no matter what. But Benvolio or Romeo, I'm your Mercutio.
Wait, so they changed the am I? What do you mean I'm Romeo? I'm Romeo?
Yeah. That's
Romeo.
That's what the Groff did, or whatever. It's not Jonathan Groff, GJ. It's whatever his name is.
I mean, his last name is Groff.
His brother's Jonathan Groff.
It's Jonathan Groff's like evil secret clone, which never got successful.
With no talent, didn't have his spring awakening. Okay. You're up, man.
What that paper says that I'm Alpha Romeo, the chief of the Romeos.
Technically, the chief is your dad, but you're the you're protagonist. Yes.
I'm the protagonist of the
Yes.
of the.
Your name's in the title.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that is agreeable. I wonder why he changed his mind. Guess we'll never know. Where is Correlia in time and space?
I think Correlia is over in a chair, like fiddling with her glasses. She had to borrow her brother's for today at school because she broke her other ones. And it's gonna take a while to get them repaired. And so she's kind of like, she keeps fiddling with them, and she's going like, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? What is it thou? Okay, it's fine. She's just going over the lines. She don't want to mess it up. I think she tried out for like the nurse, or she wanted to try out for the nurse, but then, it happened. And she knows Derek really wants the suicide pact. She saw the names get changed. She wasn't gonna try very hard before, but now she's like, dang it, now I gotta try.
Correlia, did you see what happened over there?
Yeah, I saw everything that happened.
We're gonna get to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, as long as we don't ever do that in real life.
Well, no.
Okay, good.
Unless,
No.
things got, certain conditions were met. No? Okay. All right. I understand how you feel about suicide pacts, but we'll get to portray
We'll have our fake suicide pact in the script. Yep.
I'll take a fake suicide pact. It is almost as good as a real suicide pact. It's like
Okay.
right there. So I'm very excited. And you're working on the thing there.
Yeah, I'm trying to memorize my lines so I don't mess it up on stage. Now that I actually kind of care.
It seems that like these two characters are sort of, from what I'm understanding here, they're really separated, right, by their family situation and by certain political.
Their families are enemies. Yeah.
Right. So maybe to use a certain method and to heighten the tension and add some what they call realism, what Professor Groff calls realism. He had his arm around me when he told me about realism, but whatever. The point is, maybe we should not get too close to one another or engage in any what we usually do behind the field hockey practice area around 4:45 on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Maybe we shouldn't do that while we're rehearsing for the play, because then our energies,
So you don't want to practice lines together?
No, I want to practice lines. I just don't think we should make out heavily behind the field hockey practice field every chance we get. As much as I love it, as much as it's like basically the most fun I've ever had. The point is, we want to kind of bring the tension to life. Does that make sense?
Right. Sure.
Okay.
You're also discussing this in the drama room right now?
Yep.
Derek has no self-awareness.
Correlia very much does.
Yep. Cool. I'm just gonna practice my lines over here then.
Did I say that out loud in front of everybody?
Yep, you did.
Okay. I think it's time for my costume fitting.
Cool.
I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna go get my costume fitted. Gotta get out of my jumpsuit that I've never washed, so I'll be back.
I mean, that's not much different than high school costumes.
Not my PE clothes in 8th grade. No. Whole year. We'll be back.
Oh boy. Let's kind of montage the rehearsal process, because those are fun. So obviously we do a normal montage situation where we just go around and see what's everyone up to at any given point during the my brain's just like, how many months does a high school production give? Or how many weeks? Not very many. Over the weeks. Yeah. 3 weeks. Oh god. My brain just went through like panic mode. Remembering what those were like. Yeah, over the weeks that you're rehearsing. So just what has been happening with all y'all in your rehearsals? How have you been rehearsing? How have they gone? How has Mr. Groff been an asshole during them?
Man. Welcome to therapy. I just would have to say that Derek, like really does swear this sort of like oath of chastity and hasn't like touched Correlia, and they just haven't. He's been like really sort of reserved for. How long have we been rehearsing? How long does this go?
Well, I'm gonna say 4 weeks.
4 weeks. He's having trouble walking. He's basically in a flop sweat basically the whole time. He's bought one of those fidget spinners, spinning the fidget, and one of those little cubes with the little button that doesn't do anything. And he has the play memorized backwards and forwards. Sweat has pitted out his costume. They repeatedly have to wash his costume because it's like when you sweat out your blazer in a suit, like that's how much you sweated, is like your blazer has pit stains. Not that I would know anything about that. But yeah, Derek is a hot mess, but is prepared, which is what's going to be on his tombstone.
A hot mess, but prepared.
As for how the theater teacher is an asshole, I will lead that to my fellow repertory company players, because I like to think that Professor Groff is very fond of Derek and very encouraging of what he's doing on stage.
Yeah. He's definitely at first a little like miffed because his initial castings got shifted around, but warmed up pretty quickly.
Then he saw Derek's abs, and all was forgotten.
He just saw his abs again, and this was like, oh yeah.
Man.
Somehow Romeo's outfit became a crop top to help with the sweating. We don't know how that
Yeah,
happened.
he's written. There's so many scenes now where he's written it as shirtless.
Are we doing the montage?
Yeah.
Okay, so around the towns, the nameless town entity that is Aces High proper.
The insert town name here.
Insert town name here. Running around in their various, where snowmen have come to life and other crazy shit has happened. CC's running with his shirt off, which looks a lot like Tommy Lee, the drummer from Motley Crue, in his heyday, running with his shirt off. So this tall, lanky dude, it's tattooed covered, is running. But as he's running, he's got like a stage foil, like a sword, and he is like swashbuckling all through town as he jumps back and forth. And as he's going, he is saying to himself, try to be best, cause you're only a man, and a man's gotta take it. And he's just running around and like doing like one arm pull-ups for no fucking reason. But then when he's dropping, if anybody were to follow his footwork, they would realize that he's following stanza stutter as he's hitting like different like rhythmic beats of Shakespeare's. And everywhere, history repeats itself, try and you'll succeed, as he just keeps going through his own montage of Shakespearean preparation. He's got it.
I'd like to imagine this is the running montage throughout the entire sequence. It's like we just cut back to we cut back to CC during this before we move on to whatever's happening, and then we cut back. CC's in the grocery store now.
Right, he's at the grocery store. He's like just going through. He's juggling for no apparent reason. But again, it's just everything is about keeping that rhythm up, keeping just living and breathing the Shakespearean beat. He's gonna pentameter this shit.
God. We cut away from that too. What's the next little bit of the montage?
I think Correlia, since Derek has made like a weird pact with himself not to even touch her or be near her. I think they maybe like rehearsed their lines once or twice. And every time Derek's just been real sweaty and like weird about it. So I think she's actually gone to Blake like very reluctantly to have him help her with her lines.
Oh shit.
Also she's partially wearing Derek because he embarrassed her in front of everybody that was there.
Oh shit.
By the way, that reaction from Travis was Travis pissed. That had nothing to do with Derek.
Let's just continue the game, Greg. Let's just enjoy the proceedings, okay? Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Oh shit. Okay.
This
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
past Derek's notice, I'll just say.
Yeah, it's always like like after school, like before she teleports home or whatever, just to she's so nervous she's gonna fudge up her lines because she's not a theater kid, but she's trying real hard because she knows that Derek wants to have the suicide pact go off right. She knows Cece's really into it and John's really into it, so she's trying. She knows all the others are busy too with their own stuff. So, yep, that's what she's doing. Drama.
Stir the pot a little bit.
Okay.
What's John been doing? I'd love to know.
John's part of the montage starts with him rising from a straw mat on the floor of a dirt cottage. He's completely ensconced in burlap. He's got what do you call the thing up there? What is that called? That thing.
I don't
He's
know,
bald
but I
right
know exactly
there.
what you're talking about.
He's what's tonk something. He's got that. Yeah, he's got the friar haircut. He slowly pours himself a glass of mead that he made for himself, and he looks out onto his pasture, which has a couple of sheep and a couple of beehives. He's on like the Scottish moors. He is by himself in every direction for at least 300 miles because the year is 1062. And he thinks, and then he opens up like the Folger Shakespeare Library copy for $6.95 of Romeo and Juliet that they have. And he thinks, and that's when he decides to rise and get to business. And the rest of the montage is him arguing with the drama teacher about historical details that the drama teacher gives no fucks about. You see him, he brings the drama teacher to like 1604 London. They start the Great Fire of London accidentally because he's trying to show him these are what the buildings look like. Look at the buttresses. Look how close together they are. Think of the smell. I get him actual hazelnut shells from the floor of the old Globe Shakespeare, or the what is it? The Globe. And they're covered in the piss of Englishmen. And I suggest to him that that's what it needs to be on the floor where we perform, that everybody can just be there. They can pee at will because they actually did that. And he, at one point, he brings Aristotle himself to Aces High to speak to the drama teacher about keeping more towards the unities of theater, unity of time, unity of place, unity of action, because he's just jumping all around. The cuts he's making makes no fucking sense. If we were in France, he would be subject to sanction and possibly death at certain points. He refuses to let him hang out with Shakespeare, though, because Shakespeare is a dick. So yeah, that is mostly what John is doing at this point.
Oh God, I love it so much. Oh, what a usage of time and fuckery powers.
He spends no time learning his lines.
I love how you go everywhere except to get Shakespeare.
Shakespeare's a dick. Stole my ideas.
Oh,
He did.
fun.
What is it? Assassin? The word assassin, that's mine. It's one of mine. It's not his. Everybody thinks it's his. It's mine. Yeah.
And so the weeks pass by with all of this. And eventually it is the night before the show. Tech rehearsal had been done. It was a little bit of a disaster, but what tech rehearsal isn't a bit of a disaster? Yeah, y'all are hanging out. Assumably, whatever weird situation they have at a changing room. Because always a little awkward with teenagers.
Is there only one changing room?
Yes.
Oh. Nice.
CC is always nude.
Nude. Just
The freshman girls have had to get used to it.
This is where the whole episode gets creepy. So I'll retcon that. CC. CC has like that leather bikini bottom that Tommy Lee wears when he drums.
Yes.
Which also probably has never been washed. I'll leave that with you and bid you adieu.
we can't wash it so much as polish it, really.
It's shiny and soft from the monumental friction that has been generated both inside and out of that bad boy.
It's absorbed all the oils.
Oh God. Blake walks up to you, Correlia. Just like, hey, you feel good with your lines?
Yeah, I think so.
Just remember, breathe and project.
Yeah.
And take your time with them. You don't have to rush through the stuff.
Yeah, no word vomit.
Yeah.
Or actual vomit.
Hopefully not. Maybe just if you need to, you can excuse yourself, or just hold until you have to. But you've really improved a lot over the last few weeks.
Thanks, Blake. Yep.
And I think he like pats you on the shoulder.
She like gives like a weird pat back.
Before he
Real helpful.
before he
Thanks.
he turns and goes and gets ready.
Yep.
Like mad dogging Blake as he crosses the room. And I go over to Professor Goff. Lord Goff, I'm apprehensive about the proceedings. I think they call this opening. Grandpa said this is opening night jitters. And if you could point out the jitters, I would destroy them with the focusing disintegrator ray. But I feel like they're inside me. Somehow I've been infected by butterflies and jitters. What do I do?
Yes, there's something that you have to battle internally.
That's you gotta, Greg. I gotta read this. Lord Goff sounds like the ruler of the Bullet Farm in Fury Mood. That's like fucking hilarious. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sucking up the oxygen. All right. Well, part of my conditioning, has taught me to deal with, it's not easy to destroy entire civilizations, much less, act out this role in this character in front of, the entire student body. So, okay, I'm gonna go get in the lotus position, and I'll do my best to destroy these jitters and butterflies, but no promises.
Derek starts meditating in the middle of the room.
Like a Benedictine monk, Derek begins to slowly. There's also a little Tuvan. You didn't know Derek was a good Tuvan throat singer. He actually can hit 3 different octaves in his lower register. And there's, like in Jurassic Park, all the glasses of water on the tables begin to shudder and ripple.
Cece has no idea what's going on, and as he walks in, he feels the shaking, and a tear rolls out from under his glasses. The bard is with us.
John's there.
No, he's not. He's a dick. Once and for all.
And the hours leading up passes by very quickly, as it does when you're very nervous or very full of jitters. And soon it's time for everyone to queue up and get ready in a place. Trying to think of how I want to do this. I think I want to roll from everybody.
Oh. Okie dokie.
I'm gonna say this is probably.
We're rolling for our performance?
Oh, hell yeah, we are.
What are these mechanics you speak of, Kiana?
I have to make you roll for something.
Don't we just say what we want to do and that's just what happens?
If you roll high enough, that's how it happens.
I was told there was no rolling in this.
I was promised there wasn't.
I made no such promises.
What do we roll? Which what stat? You know what I mean. What stat do I roll? For the love of God.
I'm feeling that this is depends on how you go about it. This is a cool, or looks for like the charismatic part, or smarts for remembering and knowing lines and all that stuff.
I'm going smarts.
Okay.
I think Correlia's gonna go for looks. Like she's really tried to project charisma instead of just like dead reading her lines.
Yep, that's not how it works. That's not the So 1d10 plus whatever your modifiers are.
Alright, plus looks. Yeah, I don't think my arts or physics really come into play here. So, alright, Correlia. An 11.
11. Damn. Okay.
Not bad. Practice paid off.
I'm gonna go with smarts to remember all of the little details that I want linguistically with what I'm saying. And can I use my fake out?
Oh yeah.
Yes, to into
You can
it,
absolutely
to at least
fake out.
pretend that I don't hate what I'm doing.
So d10.
Which was my whole theater career, by the way.
11. Yeah. Me too.
Travis, I don't think that's how you roll in this game. The d10 plus your
Oh, is it a
modifier.
D10? See,
Yeah.
I've never rolled dice before, so
Not like we've been playing this game for a year.
for a goddamn
It's
year, I
not,
don't know.
it's not like he plays on
No,
Monday or
it's-
Tuesday on this
It's
channel.
a d10 plus your modifiers.
Oh shit, I can't take 30.
No.
Thought I was playing West End Star Wars there for a second. It's 1d10
1d10.
plus my modifier, which is my skill in this.
Yeah, which is your
Yeah.
smart.
You guys know we're gonna be playing this through lunch, right? Just so everybody clear their schedule. I got a 14.
Okay.
Kiana, I have
Yes.
Okay, so here's our moment where we discuss stuff.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll my cool. I'm gonna roll my drama. But
Yes, that makes sense.
I have now, in the past that I've used chemistry not as the science, but as the ability to interact with others. That's
Yes.
I've never used it for actual chemistry. I've never
You
used.
used it once for actual chemistry.
Did I? Well, then I
For
got
the science fair.
I got one over on you.
Science fair.
So the chemistry is supposed to be between people. So can I use that? And then the other thing I wanted to know is, can I use fly during the sword fight scene?
Oh my god. Yes, sure.
Okay, so that means my modifier is that.
We play this early, folks, so that Kiana just goes, fine, whatever. I'm not awake yet.
Yeah, I have a 14. 14 seems to be my.
Yeah, with a plus 11, you're guaranteed a fucking success no matter what.
What?
Can I just say, I
Really?
like how we got 2 11s and 2 14s. That's pretty funny.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I like rolling
Okay.
in this game.
Teenage Mirror Space, everybody. We break the game and have fun with it.
Which is all it matters. Right? I don't know.
Yes, having fun is the thing that matters the most. So the play goes hella fucking well. In terms of just like all of your performances. Correlia, all of your practice is paid off. Like you actually feel like it doesn't feel like reading lines anymore. It feels like kind of like you're talking, which feels good. The tension that is between you and Derek is palpable. Everyone can feel it. Everyone.
Unsurprising.
So it's a little uncomfortable, but in a good way.
Okay.
I was like, wow, this feels so real. Oh, this feels so real.
How does
Oh.
Blake do?
Blake, I'm gonna just roll a d10 for him, just to see how he does, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
He gets a bonus of at least 11 inches.
Of rumor, he gets a fake rumor bonus.
Look, you don't shower with this guy twice a week. I'm telling you, drags the floor.
Twice a week.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
It's P day. It was B day. PE. Tuesdays and Thursdays. 3:30.
Yeah, he does his lines just fine, but like, I think all that practicing as Romeo,
As Romeo, you
has
threw
kind
him
of
off.
fucked him up a little bit.
Yeah.
So he like
Very,
gets
like-
the lines down, but he doesn't have the feel of Benvolio. Right? It's very obvious. What is it? Very obvious that a second lead person it's trying to be a first. And it just isn't working so well, and just comes off as, trying too hard,
Oh, buddy.
which is kind of his thing anyways.
It really is.
Yeah, no. And I'm just gonna go back to what chat has been telling me.
What have they been telling you? Don't listen to them.
I asked them.
They don't have our best interests at heart.
I know. Yeah, and the sword fight goes fantastically. The other person is not prepared for you to be flying during the sword fight.
I cover. Don't worry, I cover for everything. So
Yeah.
when it comes time, I actually move myself onto Derek's blade as he attempts to, or I move myself beneath the arm so Tybalt can, take me in the side.
It's just a lot of it looks all perfectly choreographed somehow, despite having never really done the flying quite.
Somehow I've incorporated a perfectly executed tap number as well. So
John brings out the glitter and stuff for the tap number.
To see glitter go everywhere, and right as the stab happens.
Yes.
Oh God. And John, you look like you're having a good time.
I'm doing great. I'm acting.
You're acting.
I'm acting. I've reached that point, inevitable point for some of us in a production where you're just so thrilled it's almost over, that you're just doing great and you're giving it your all, because you're almost gonna have to never do this again. I felt like that almost all the time, and I should have taken it as a sign much earlier than my third year of college majoring in drama.
Oof.
Oof. Yes. Anyway.
Oh boy. Yeah. What a mood.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. And the thing is, it's so much more difficult when you're playing the friar, who has to be kind of happy go lucky-ish.
Yes. He's there to just catch everybody up here and there.
Yeah.
Yes.
In case you were asleep.
In case you were
what's been going on.
Which is to be, yes. And so he's bringing this whole energy of, hey, we both know we're getting through this thing by this piece of shit William Shakespeare. Let me let you know what's going on. Whenever John speaks, strangely, there are subtitles that just appear, like this was an opera, that just say what
he actually means.
To say what he actually means. Yeah, yes.
That's so funny.
With notes for subtext, all of that.
Definitely a note about how he stole the word assassin from you.
Yeah, that he stole at least the word assassin from me. Many, many more. But that I won't actually say anything, because I'm still a little bit worried about the agents of King James coming after me, because Shakespeare was a political dissident. And Scotland's very powerful.
Emma, I'm sorry to interrupt. I gotta know, do you mean subtitles like it's translating, or do you mean like pop-up video? Like this is where he stole this from me, or that's what I'm getting.
Stole this.
Right. I'm getting like you explaining like how he's an asshole as you're doing your.
I was envisioning just more like super titles, but that's way better. That's what it is.
So as you're just doing the lines, little things pop up to be like, and this is an idea that he took from me.
Yes, I think maybe to keep it more in time, it'll be like little tiny 17th century like English dogs and things will run up. Little animals run up with signs that they're holding in their mouths, and then they'll run back. Like here's little fox with this, like
these little animals, like
asshole.
Woodland animals.
Yes. Yes.
Shakespeare was an asshole.
Shakespeare was an asshole. And there'll be like, a goose that comes up with one where this is the monologue where I'm explaining to you how much they want to fuck, because the friar does that. There's one where he does that. And it's like, they really want to fuck. Until eventually for that one, the whole time it's just geese with signs about being horny.
Oh my god. I think all of you at some point see Mr. Groff off to the side who looked like he's kind of having a meltdown. But it's fine. It's cool. Things are still going. Nothing has stopped the show yet.
Well, as soon as, because Mercutio's out pretty early. As soon as he dies in his if Rip Taylor tripped explosion of fucking like
glitter,
sparkles, and hey, all that shit as he goes down. He's gonna be helping and flying around and any type of set stuff that needs to be done. He'll replace somebody that maybe vomited. CC might appear 8 or 9 different times as people in the background as choral members. So he's adding to help.
Yeah, you just see CC it's oh, and he's in that bones, and oh, he's one of the audience members watching this fight. He's suddenly in the seats. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm out in the audience. This is fucking fantastic. Just prompting applause.
Oh god. And I think we finally get to the climactic scene.
Before the climactic scene, can I just say that the only note I have for Derek is that he's gone overboard in the costume department, and he effectively looks like Queen Victoria. He's wearing that huge neck piece.
The ruffle.
Yes, but he also has a half shirt, like he's rollerblading at Venice Beach, because Professor Groff wanted to see his washboard abs.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got.
God, this outfit.
And tights and a codpiece, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my regulation chastity thong out of the glove box of Grandpa's Studebaker and put it back on.
Yeah, and we get to the climactic scene.
This is the Death Pact?
The Death Pact. Because that's what we're calling it now. It's a Death Pact, apparently.
Oh, okay, sorry. Right, this is the big scene.
Yes.
All right. I have my cyanide already here.
Oh my god.
Yep. I'm asleep. I think this is how this goes.
Yeah.
To sleep, to dream no more. And when he wakes up, I'm I don't know the line, but I think he forgets his lines.
He just
Wait.
Who dies first? I can't remember. Does she die first?
No, Romeo.
She fake dies.
She fake
Romeo
dies, and then
real
you
dies.
think I die, and you...
Oh,
Yeah.
that's perfect. So you're fake dead. Derek completely drops character. Correlia, my darling, I can't believe we're actually at this moment. I'm sorry, everybody. I've been waiting for this my entire life. I feel like my whole life has been leading up to this moment. I've been waiting for a suicide pact since I was raised in my cubicle. It's over for us. My love is going to take me beyond and into the black void of space. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
From the floor where Cece was playing Paris, who was stabbed before he looks up. The fuck are you doing, man?
And Correlia, a bit too soon, concerned that Derek has
2
actually
seconds.
taken poison, goes, "Oh no," and then takes the telescoping dagger and goes, "Oh happy dagger, this is thy sheath," and falls over the floor next to him. And it's tell me that wasn't real poison, Derek.
Derek's in a coma, not dead, but his breathing is shallow and it doesn't look good.
And the curtains close.
I hop up and I'm like, "Fucking Derek, God, fucking And I'll just teleport him to like
And you can
the
you can
nurse's
hear
office.
you can hear the applause starting, and you know that there's supposed to be bows like really shortly. And you can't have the leading man in a fucking coma.
You took me to the hospital?
No, I'm gonna teleport you to the nurse's office and then right back.
Oh, okay.
Just, nurse's office. Because there should be somebody in there in case something wrong happens on stage. And I'll be like, he actually poisoned himself. I know. And I'll get the bottle. And then I teleport back to the stage. I'm like, no.
CC knows there's only one person in the universe that can fix what has just happened to Derek, and saddles up beside John. John, I know you got some type of like exoskeleton or like human marionette contraption that we can weekend at Bernie's Derek up here to get him to bow. I know it. I know you've got like 6 of them. Pick your favorite.
John goes up and he's like, I've been waiting for this moment for a long
Okay, I'll go get him.
I know.
I go back to the nurse's office. I'm like,
and
one
then-
moment, I need this. And I take him. I teleport back. And I'm like, John, fix it.
Okay.
And then you
so
hear
first-
someone off stage go, "Oh shit, the mics!" And like,
So the first thing I do is I take out a giant hypodermic needle and I inject it straight into Derek's heart. As you do. As you do. All right. Glad you're back, Derek.
What were you thinking?
Yes.
Oh,
Do you require a
Poison
Ripley-esque scaffold?
how'd I do? What?
10 out of 10. What did you take? And then he
You
smacks.
poisoned. Yeah, you poisoned yourself.
Oh. It's a suicide pact. It's a whole deal.
It was a fake suicide pact.
And he leans forward and kisses Correlia. Oh God. I'm sorry. Was that?
She's like, I'm glad you're not dead. And then she slapped him.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
and you hear shouting in the distance of like, "Where are they?" from Mr. Groff.
We gotta
We
go
gotta go
back.
on stage. We gotta bow. We gotta show everybody that we're okay and we didn't actually kill ourselves.
And that we're not poisoning ourselves.
I'm not going back out there. Are you out of your mind?
I always teleport you there.
Huh.
You're suddenly on stage, and you do like the orchestrated bow, 3 ways, and then a hand up to the tech people, and everyone's applauding. You can hear some be like, some people just go, "Wow, that was so realistic." It's very postmodern that they left on the mic afterwards. All this bullshit. And people try to understand what doesn't need to be understood.
On the third bow, because they do the one,
Yeah.
and then they do another one, and then for the love of God, they have to do another one because why not? That's where Derek throws up, and it's just like, we're gonna need some sawdust, some of that pink stuff.
I'm on it.
Oh, and then I rip my Queen Victoria thing off
Brilliant.
and throw it on the ground and go, Lord Goth, I quit. Walk off stage.
There's 2 more performances. Shit.
Okay, no one let Derek near any type of poison. For those.
No. No.
And we see, with the round of applause from everybody, the curtain close.
I think Correlia
is there
takes an antacid or just the stress afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh."
And as Derek storms off, Mr. Groff is just like, "We'll see you tomorrow."
Yep.
I'll be in my bunk.
And is there isn't anything else that people want to do, I think this is an appropriate.
Not that I can say in front of the Pope or your mother.
Then I think this is an appropriate place to end this episode of Teenagers from Outer Space. That's not where I was expecting it to go. But where am I ever expecting things to go in this game? Why do I place expectations on how things are going to go?
How did you think it was gonna go?
I'll keep that to myself because I enjoyed what happened here. We exit chased by bear as we go into our little outros here and say hi to all of our lovely cast as they tell us where we can find them on the internet and their favorite parts of today's game. Let's start off with Travis. I thoroughly enjoyed all of your actions today.
Thank you, Kiana. I have a lot to say. We're going to do it quick. The Texas Rangers have a saying, one riot, one ranger. And that's Kiana, ladies and gentlemen. She manages to ride in and put a lasso around this tornado. And she's a genius and extremely talented, conscientious, and capable DM. And to say I appreciate her is just not doing it justice. We continue to curb stomp this system in the parking lot of Twitch, and I love it. Other than marrying my wife, the birth of my daughter, and meeting James Earl Jones in a bank lobby in Burbank in 1992, this is the most special experience of my life. Is just so goddamn funny. It's like a white hot Nova of funny. I'm going to say something nice about everybody, including myself. The look on Lindy's face the entire time. The expression that Correlia has, where Correlia is trying to play it cool, but Lindy has it creeps up the side. It's sublime, and Lindy's my hero. Emma knows exactly. I was telling my wife last night about this game. Emma knows exactly what is funny about. Everybody knows what's funny about their character, but Emma, like the way that you pull Doctor Who like taffy and just kind of stretch and pull this thing and dance all around this really particular trope. It's just genius and funny as fuck. Also, I saw Emma perform in Dancing at Lunasa at UT Tyler.
Oh shit, you did.
I did. Me and Aaron went to that.
Agnes. Sister Agnes.
Everyone was doing pretty passable Irish accents.
I watched Father Ted 9 times for that accent.
It was masterful. CC's breakdown over his ability to perform, genius. No mention of Steve Winwood in this game. However, you did drop a Rip Taylor reference. He died last year, by the way, so rest in peace, Rip Taylor. We loved you. Is that everybody? Yes. And so my favorite line, perhaps an entire year of playing this game, is "I'm not hung like a 14-year-old. I'll be tried as an adult." See, and I still can't deliver it. This is why I'm not in stand-up. This is why I can't go do my type 5. And I'm gonna rewind the tape. The joke is funnier than I'll ever be able to deliver it. So this is amazing. I'm producer Trav. I play D&D on this channel. I produce WebDM. You should watch it. It's good for the soul. And we're gonna do this again soon. I'm checking myself into rehab after this game. So thank you for having me. I love all of you. Bye.
Oh, Travis, this game would not be what it is without Derek and his the facial expression you had when I first said that Blake was Romeo, and then when Lindy said that Correlia practiced with Blake, I'm gonna go back and screen cap those because they're so good.
Man,
So fun.
I'm 100% emotionally invested in this. And,
So good. All right, let's move over to Emma. Hi, Emma.
Hi, this is great. I think, yes, Blake told me I was hung like a 14-year-old. Might be my favorite line ever uttered in this series so far. I've been thinking about it and losing my shit a little bit since you said it. Just the idea of 2 high school boys.
Yeah, 2 teenagers.
Yes. Yeah, you're hung like a 14-year-old. Like you're fucking 2 years out from 14.
Eric's in his mid-30s, but that's not the point.
Yeah. But this was super fun. I love the ones where we see what Cece really cares about. That is one of my favorite things. My favorite thing about this game is that we all have things that we really care about, and we're at the point now where we can really choose what those are and go for it as much as we possibly can. But especially whenever there's something that Cece feels insecure about. It's like, holy shit, yes. He's into band. He's into drama. He knows
Such an arts kid.
Yes. Arts kid. Yes, it's so much fun. I'm Emma. I'm the communications director for WebDM. If you've seen the show before, you've seen me say that before. You should see what we do. If you don't know, I'm going to assume that you probably do. But if you don't, just like Google us. WebDM. Yeah. Thank you guys.
John's distaste for Shakespeare filled me with quite a bit of joy.
I'm glad.
What makes sense that a time traveler don't like Shakespeare.
Yes, it's true.
A time traveler is only best friend with Shakespeare or fucking hates them. There is no in between.
There's no in between for old Bill Shakespeare.
Oh,
like
Billy.
Personality. Old Billy. Old Billy Shakes.
So good. All right, let's move over to Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hey, I had a blast. I don't feel very well, but this is the best medicine I've had in a while. Absolutely the best. My favorite. Okay, so if we're doing this, the moment where I know I played with Lindy for years now, and I know when she's planning something, and I for whatever reason, just because I'm running tech, I'm looking at everybody instead of just paying attention to myself because I'm a narcissist. But I looked up and I saw Lindy's expression, even around the glasses, and I went, "She's up to some shit." And I knew it. I knew she was. I almost typed in chat, "She's up to some shit." And as soon as you were like, "I was practicing with Blake," I'm like, I fucking knew it. And I immediately looked at Travis. And when that look of absolute betrayal, that is the screen capture. That's a t-shirt. And it just should say betrayal beneath it, because that was raw, uncut emotion. And my favorite moment, because I am a huge fan of Emma's and I'm a huge fan of her particular label of bullshit, is when we got to see that fucking John became a friar to do the fucking role. He was up in the middle of nowhere living on a straw mat. That shit I find hilarious. That's like
so funny.
That is my favorite. Has the haircut, has like everything. Oh, I mean, that is super duper funny. Love it. I couldn't love it anymore. And again, just to mirror and mimic what Travis said, Kiana, I mean, you're literally like dog walking tornadoes. And we're getting wrapped around trees, running between each other's legs and shit. And somehow you get us out. We all do our shit and then come back in. And here we are at the end of another fun, fantastic session. So thank you all. I am Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, part of the Tales from the Grim team on the Twitch. A lot of fun things going on. Join on Twitter, find out, come talk about this fantastic game and these fantastic people, and then make sure you go back and screenshot Betrayal by Travis.
Yep.
Back at
I
you.
am for sure doing that. Oh, so good. Such a good facial expression. Yep, and I do love seeing what CC really cares about and what he tries to play cool on and just utterly fails to do. Just because he's such like a chill dude most of the time. And then you see those moments of where he's like, "Oh, I'm not chill at all." And I love it. I love seeing those little moments. Makes them more human? I say with a question mark. Yeah, more relatable. And let's go over to Lindy. Hello, Lindy.
Hello. Yes. Oh my gosh. So one of my favorite parts was why Kaipedia. That broke me. I was like, oh my gosh, Wikipedia. Why Kaipedia? I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna use it. It's gonna be great. Also, yes, with a look of betrayal was also my other favorite. because it was like Derek was like, oh, I'm fine with whatever role until Blake got Romeo. Then he was like, fuck this, no. and then telling Correlia like we have to make a pact like not to touch each other for like 4 weeks. And Correlia's like, we don't have to like at all, and we're not actually suicide packing us. So like Derek was pushing like the end, like Correlia is just like the edge. She's just tested it, like, ooh, how far can I go? And she's like, but it was super fun. I loved the play. Seeing what CC cares about, always amazing. I loved it. I liked how he was trying to play it super cool too. Like, I was just, just wanted to hang out with you guys. Oh, what's this? The signups? For all I want. That was super great too. And John, of course, just we needed, what was it? Was it chestnut shells and English piss? Like that?
Hazelnut shells.
Hazelnut shells. I'm like, we need the floor covered with that. I was internally dying. I was like, yes. Oh my gosh, that would be awful, but yes. So I appreciate each and every one of you and this fantastic game. That was definitely worth waking up at 7 a.m. for, because it's y'all and it's wonderful and amazing and I adore this. And I can't wait to see what shenanigans we get into next month, because that's gonna be great. I cannot wait. And I'd also like to give a hand for Greg for running tech today, because I don't have my computer and my laptop and my in-laws. So thank you, tech. It's appropriate that we had a different tech on our theater episode. Yeah, thank you so much. You can catch us here every Monday and Tuesday for our Mondays in Exandria and this Ravenloft campaign. Not this Monday and Tuesday because I'm at my in-laws and I don't have my computer, but most Mondays and Tuesdays. You can also catch us once a month for our Aliens campaign. We've already had it this month, which Greg was our fantastic guest, our first guest on Aliens, and we will be back next month as well. I believe the 7th, but don't quote me on that. I think that's the date we all said. I think that's a Friday. It probably is. Thumbs up. Thank you all so much, and stay tuned for an Expanse announcement because we're finagling schedules.
Yep. Correlia. I love how we're just like, yeah, she improved on her lines, and yet still the same delivery. Fantastic.
There's a little bit more. Just
a little bit more.
I feel like there would have been more had Derek not actually poisoned himself, and she's like, concerned.
Yeah. I am concerned, but I can't show it.
Let me say these as fast as possible. I'll do a pulse check.
Yep. All right. And hi, I'm Kiana. I was your referee and the dog walker of these tornadoes. Apparently, that's what we're saying. My favorite part, I think the montage was just so good. Just every bit of part of it, from the time travel to the Lindy getting up to shit. And Derek just trying his damn best, and Cece fucking sword dancing in the right rhythm across town murders me. I love it so much. It's all very good. I love doing this game so much. It is our lovely little once a month thing, where we get to have fun and just we do rolls. Do they really matter? Sometimes they do. Like tonight, where everyone rolled really fucking high to ace on their rolls. So that was awesome. Yeah. You'll find me over on Twitter at KanaS. Best way to figure I'm doing. I'm over the internet doing sorts of role-playing things, including we're starting up some new stuff over on my channel, Salty Sweet Games. We are starting up a Witcher campaign, and we're starting a Pulp Cthulhu campaign, which both premiere beginning of February. Super excited for that, to start up some tabletop stuff on that channel. Please go and say hello to our friends at Altar Saurian. They're super awesome. They're super supportive of us and what we do here on the channel. Starting next month, actually, we are going to be giving away a core rulebook PDF of Teenage from Outer Space. Every game. It's super exciting. So please send them some love from us. We will be back with this episode with Teenage from Outer Space next month. If things go as planned, it will be the Saturday after Valentine's Day. Because you know, that makes the most amount of sense for this.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was on the phone. What are we doing?
You'll have to go back and watch the VOD.
I'll watch the
Travis.
VOD. That's fine. I'll see it.
So we'll be back with more shenanigans with our lovely crew as we do Valentine's Day shit. I'm sure that'll be fine. No drama whatsoever.
Especially not after what happened this month.
No, absolutely not. But yes, thank you, chat, for being here, for hanging out with us, getting up with us every morning. It still blows my mind that we've been doing this for a year and we have all you wonderful people showing up at whatever hour it is for you to come and hang out with us. That's it, I think. Again, say hi to our friends at Altosarian on Twitter because they're lovely people. And I guess that's it for today. I guess we're going to cue ourselves out with that video and we'll see you all around. Have a great one.